Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for joining here for JMRI Series video 6. Today we're going to talk about how to build trains in JMRI. Not building them to run them, but building them as in setting them up in the database. Technically in JMRI, building a train means actually pulling cars and printing switch lists. So we're going to be, I guess you could say, structuring the train in the JMRI database. I want to start by going to Tools and Operations Pro, and we're going to go to Routes really fast. And just to show, here are our 6 routes. So we're going to be running these 6. I just noticed my max length there is 1,000. Get that fixed. Okay, awesome. All good. So we will be creating 6 trains as well, 1 train for each of these routes. The difference between routes and trains is routes determine where you go and how many cars you get. Trains determine which car types and loads you get, as well as locomotives and cabooses and all that stuff. Plus, the route allows you to set randomness into it, so it can restrict the amount of cars you pick up or set out. And the trains. The nice thing about them is you can actually have multiple trains running the same route. So, if it's like a big yard transfer from one yard to another, railroads might do that multiple times a day. And so you can have one route, but 3 separate trains. And that's a feature you can do. We don't have enough trains for that here, but it's something that can be done. All right, let's go to Tools, Operations Pro, and Trains. All right, you do not have to have a car database set up in order to build trains, like in the database. You do have to have your car database set up to actually start assembling trains to start running them. All right, let's go to Add Train, and that pulls up this right here. Let's just go ahead and do the local first. So we're going to call this the local. This is the local train to Localville. Ah, such a great name. Add that train. All right, and let's see. We need to add a route. Once we add a route, it will populate these other parts here. So let's say we are going to run the local. Would you look at that? Here we go. Perfect. It actually went ahead and registered it in the train list there for us. And now we have the build button, which would let us actually build the switch list or the manifest. All right, but we have some work to do. So it serves these locations. It only picks up, though, the boxcar, the hopper grain, the reefer, and the tank gas. Those are the only 4 that the town is serving. As far as locomotives, at this era, I'm running diesel, so we could basically deselect everything except diesel. Love me some steam engines, but this particular simple layout is only running diesel. All right, we're going to say a locomotive requirement is 1. Model, we're not going to worry about a model. You could limit it to be a particular model if you wanted like the same locomotive to run it every time, but we're not going to do that. And then you can also do optional last car requirements, so you can make it where it has to be a car that has Fred capability. You could do a caboose if you're in that era, or you can make it belong to a certain road, like a caboose with a particular road, like a KCS caboose. We're going to pretend that we are past the caboose era, so I don't really worry about Fred too much because it's digital and this is Trainz 2019 and I'm not going to add a Fred to the back of a car. But, if you're running an HO scale layout and you want to actually have a Fred on the back of a car, well, then you can make it a requirement that it has one. All right, I'm going to save that train for now. And guess what? That's it. Told you creating trains was a lot easier than creating routes. Let's go ahead and real quick and add the others. So we've got the westbound through train. This train just runs through and works the yard, and that's it. Doesn't do anything else. Westbound through train. Real awesome there. If it was a layout where I was going to have people operate it, I would be much more descriptive. But like I've said several times, just trying to keep it simple and intuitive. All right, so it's the through train. The through train can work any car type. We are going to go ahead and still say that it's just diesel, so turn those off. Save that train. The route it's running, though, this is running westbound through. Look at that. There's our route. Bingo. Pull this back in view here, and looks good. Save that train, and that one is done. All right, let's add another one. So we've got, next up, let's do the eastbound through train. I don't know why I keep missing the shift key. Maybe I'm tired, who knows? All right, eastbound through train. Put that in the description as well. We will add this train. This is the eastbound through. Perfect. There you can see it in the list. And we're going to deselect everything except for diesel. This one can still serve all car types, so we're going to leave that alone. Save the train. Perfect. And then close that out. All right, 3 more to go. So let's add the next one. This is the, let's do the CN interchange train. All right, this one, add it up. Look at that, CN interchange train. How cool is that? Right there for us, waiting for us. All right, this one can also serve all car types because it's an interchange train. This allows us to ship pretty much, you know, a food tank car between the 2 railroads. Since it doesn't get delivered anywhere on the route, you can still run it from one railroad to another. So lets you get some more flexible car movement. Let's do a local requirement of 1. I forgot to do that on the other trains. I'll go fix that off camera. All right, save that. Perfect. 2 more to go. Add train. Let's see. We need our way freights. I didn't talk about these in the route video, but there are 2 way freights. So let's do the eastbound way freight. All right, this one basically it serves. There's one industry that is not worked by the local, and so this one serves that industry. It also can drop off cars in the interchange yard, but I set the randomness to 100%. So sometimes it won't actually ever do that. If it pulls, 100% randomness, it'll say, nope, no cars. All right, this one can serve all car types. We are going to do a locomotive requirement of 1 and keep it to diesel. Perfect. Save the train. And then we have 1 more to do. The westbound way freight. All right, westbound way freight. Different railroads have different names for these trains. It may not be called a way freight on certain railroads, but it is on mine. All right, westbound way freight. Let's see, all car types. We just want diesel. And then 1 requirement of 1 locomotive. We're only running 700 feet trains here, so you don't need a lot of locomotives. All right, hit save train and close that out. And here we have 6 trains. So I know this is just for, demonstration. I know it seems light. It seems a bit oversimplified. But honestly, it's the same process even for extremely complicated routes. I have a 60-mile route that I built in Trainz 2019 that I also put a JMRI profile in. It's got like 70 trains. It's got 7,000 or 8,000 rail cars registered in it. And it's got, about 1,400 places where you could deliver a car. So 1,400 spurs, more or less. It's crazy. It's massive. It has a lot of towns, a lot of yards, a lot of routes and trains. But you can do JMR with all that as well. It doesn't have to be this simple. But it's okay that we're doing this simple. All right, I'm going to go ahead and click Save Builds. We actually have not built any yet. We're not going to build any trains until we start putting in cars, but building the car database is going to be the next video. So thanks again for joining in for this one. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will catch you guys next time. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out, and we will see you guys next time. Take care.